guys, Max Sport here, and today me, Robbie and Chris are going to be choosing the starting 11 from the Premier League. I support Liverpool, Robbie supports Chelsea and Chris supports Arsenal, and we're allowed 4 players from our sporting club. Right, so my goalkeeper is going to have to be Hugo Lloris for me.
Really?
He's been good for France. He's won the World Cup with France, and he's just a brilliant keeper. He's got great reflexes. And
one of the best in the league for reflexes. I can't deny that. But
he's brilliant, but is he the best?
He's a good leader. He's a good leader.
I could have chosen Liverpool goalkeeper, but
you could have, but then that would have been wasting you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an interesting choice. To be fair, I mean, he has got some liabilities, and when he's in bad form, it does affect the rest of the team. Like, there's been many occasions where he's been in poor positioning, which has led to goals for Spurs, which have cost them in big games.
Yeah.
That might just be a factor of being from Spurs, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're a bit biased there, mate, aren't you? So
my left back is going to have to be Ben Chilwell from Chelsea. It'll make sense in a minute, but I could have chosen Robertson, and I think Robertson's a great player, but Ben Chilwell, I've seen him for Chelsea, and he's doing well with Lampard, and he seems to be settling in pretty well and doing the things he's got to do quite well, I think.
I can't disagree with that one, but to be fair, mate. So.
Yeah. I 100%, mate.
Yeah. Right. Centre back, Virgil van Dijk. He may be injured, very ACL injury at the minute, but
he got stabbed like a fucking pickle.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I don't know how Jordan Pickford didn't get penalised or anything for that, but there we go. I'm not going to go into that. My other centre back, gone for Conor Cody from Wolves. He's always been a unit for Wolves, really. He's been one of Wolves' key players for a while, and I think he deserves a place in the starting lineup.
I think he deserves a shot at the England lineup, to be fair. I think he's better than the options we've got at the moment. I mean,
especially him scoring in that game as well against Belgium.
Exactly.
First game he had.
Whenever you play him whenever you watch him play, you quite often see his leadership value go.
Yeah, but it's good when players want to play, not just the money. You can tell when it means so much when they score, like you see him scoring an England shirt against Belgium.
Did you see the video where it was, I think Wolves won, I can't remember who it was against, but Conor Cody thought he was man of the match, but it turned out to be Max Kilman, and he was and he was just sat there, was like, oh.
Just a sad little violin playing.
Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think, in my opinion, he's the best right back in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, he's out on injury at the minute, but I just think he's a brilliant player. He's come up from the Liverpool Academy. He's Liverpool for in for out, and he's just been a main asset, especially with his assists and whipping in them balls and crosses. You can't fault him.
He's just going to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
He should only get better. He should only get better, but I don't think he's the best. I think we'll get onto that, but
yeah.
His delivery, his attacking aspects that he brings to the team is unparalleled to any. He's revolutionised fullback positions for the Premier League.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, the fullbacks would not be in the kind of positions we find them in, like so far on the pitch, putting in these kind of crosses and stuff like that.
It's just such a main asset to the way Liverpool have been playing. CDM, I've gone for N'Golo Kante. I've watched a few Chelsea games the past few weeks, and I've seen him in the way he just moves about the ball and just passes the ball. It's good. It's
not only that, it's his movement off the ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting in space, giving players options. That's the main factor of playing football. People in space, because obviously if the players on the ball don't want their options.
I don't think he's been that great this year.
No,
he's been better.
He has been coming into the season more recently in the last couple of games, but you can't deny what he brings to Chelsea. He's one of the few elite players we have in our midfield at the moment.
True.
Well, I say at the moment, but we've added to that this season with new additions.
It will go well with Telemans from that's how you say it, isn't it? From Leicester, Belgium. Yeah, he's been good as well. He's just been good on the ball in general. Same as Kante, really. Just doing the CDM role, getting in the right place at the right time. Obviously, putting in the defensive work as well as the attacking work as well.
I mean, there's a reason why Leicester are top of the league again this year. Just
Yeah, exactly. It's early days yet, but yeah.
Brendan Rodgers has done a fantastic
Yeah.
job.
Cam, I've gone for Jack Grealish. After the game at Belgium, in Belgium, it was just outstanding. It was brilliant on the ball. He was great off it. He wanted the ball constantly. Everyone was giving the ball to him, and it was running the game. Because obviously England had more possession. Don't get me wrong. Despite the 2-0 loss, it was just great. Every time on the ball, he was getting the ball into tight spaces. He was getting his tight spaces that other players on the pitch wasn't doing, and that's what we were lacking. Left wing, I've gone for Marcus Rashford. He's just quality. He's young as well. He's only going to get better. Obviously, he's been brilliant off the pitch as well, isn't he? With helping children out of poverty and everything like that. So good.
We can't fault him at all for that. I mean,
It's
no other. Well, I can't really say no other. Raheem Sterling's doing it. There's quite a lot of players. A lot of players now making.
Not quite to the same extent as him. But
No, like obviously Marcus Rashford. He's got to be knight. I think he's getting a knighthood, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah. Either he's getting one or has got one.
Yeah,
I think he's definitely getting one.
fully deserved. Fully deserved.
Exactly. I mean, that's not the reason why I've chosen him to start at 11, but I've chosen him to start at 11 because he's just an all-round brilliant player. Set pieces, everything. He can do anything you like. Up front, actually, I'm going to say the right ring first. I've gone for Mohamed Salah. He's just on his day. He's quick. He can get past players. He can whip balls in as well. He can shoot from tight angles, and he does. When you sometimes expect a winger to cut down or cut in or go in and cross it in, the way he runs and the way he does things is unpredictable for the defenders, I think.
He's one that I've left out, but I don't like. Now that I think of him, it's because I just completely forgot about
He's
him.
such a big asset to Liverpool. Some people disagree, but without
he's
him,
a great
we
player.
are a different team. We're not a one-player squad, but he is a very big asset to us.
100%.
Very big asset, and then obviously up front, I've got Sadio Mane.
So, you've gone for a false nine, because Sadio Mane is not a striker.
He can play there though.
But when he plays, he's a false nine, isn't it?
Doesn't matter. In my team, I'd have him up right there, so he could run. He'd get all the through balls from Rashford as well. You've got to think them coming in. He's good. He's good header in the ball. He can get on the end of crosses.
To be fair, Connor's probably thought of it in the same way as me, whereas like we weren't thinking of the playability of the squad or anything. It was just
Exactly.
getting them in the squad.
Yeah. And not only that,
Wonder.
it's good to have Mane up the pitch because obviously I can't really compare Hugo Lloris to Alisson in that sense, but Alisson is very good at kicking the ball up there, and Sadio Mane is always there to pick it up. And if he's right there at the field, and Hugo Lloris just sees him at the field and smashes it up there, then it'll be straight on the end of it. I mean, look what he did in Champions League that year. We won it against Bayern Munich away as well. That was a good game. But my manager, I've gone for Brendan Rodgers. I couldn't go for Klopp. He can go for Lampard, and
I wouldn't want to go for Arteta.
Now let's hear Robbie's team.
Well,
I'm intrigued to hear this.
I did a little bit of a mixture of the best possible current XI of the season and based on current form as well to a certain extent. So in goal, I've gone Kasper Schmeichel, just because his leadership ability and the way he commands his area is, I'd say, probably one of the best in the league, easily.
Very, very impressive keeper.
And-
He makes some bloody good saves.
Yeah,
That's not
and
a
he
lot
was
of
a key aspect of that. Obviously, the Leicester team that did win the league, as you mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
Left back, I would love to have gone to Ben Chilwell, but we only had four players from our respective teams, so I went for Andrew Robertson from.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Connor said earlier, fantastic player. Brilliant pace, very hard to get off the ball, brilliant delivery.
Just
And
great
he's al-
running up the side of the wing, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's also Scottish, which makes it even better. So
Yeah.
I went for the left centre back role. I went for Aymeric Laporte from Man City, because when he's fit, he is arguably the second best defender in the league to Van Dijk.
It is a very.
Like,
It is impressive, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
when City, when he's out, City do miss him a lot, a hell of a lot. So it's almost as if like the Fernandinho situation of last season, in a sense, when he's out, City are a different team, as it's shown.
City just need to stop basing their teams around one player.
Yeah.
Right centre back, obvious choice. Virgil van Dijk, again, best centre back in the league at the moment. No one, I think, can.
Well, not at the moment. He's injured at the moment.
Well, yeah,
in general, yeah.
Quite
a long. Well, yeah.
Obviously, when he first came to Liverpool, went through like pretty much a whole season without getting dribbled past. So that's
always good to have as a defender.
Yeah, exactly. Right back, I have gone for Reece James over Trent. I believe he's a much better player. His attacking game might not be as strong as Trent's, but it's still just as good. Like his delivery is probably just as good, I'd say. Passing maybe not so much, but his crossing is second to none, I don't think, especially in that England team at the moment. Like,
it's a good thing in the squad, yeah, I'll give him that.
And his defensive attributes are better than Trent as well. He's got better stats across the board, pretty much. So I do believe he will be the best player, the best right back in the league.
Stats play a big part, a very big part. Obviously, stats don't lie, but I just think Trent's a lot better. Well, not a lot better, but I mean, I've seen obviously Arnold and Reece James in an England shirt, and as far as England shirt is concerned, I would say Reece has played better. But in the Premier League, it's got to be Trent for me. I can't.
Well, each their own, as we say.
Agree to disagree.
I'm not going to take an hour doing my team, so I'm going to move on quickly.
Swiftly!
Left centre mid, I have gone for Jordan Henderson. Just for his sheer work rate.
Leadership.
Yeah, it's unparalleled again.
Essentially locking Steven Gerrard.
In a sense,
in a way.
in a way, for Liverpool, in a sense, he is that figure that you do kind of like swarm around when he's
just always talking.
Yeah, and like, he has got
good
ability.
Yeah, but you got to be, mate.
Yeah.
You got to be in a football match.
Yeah, but he's got good ability. He's got good enough ability on the ball as well. So moving on, I've gone for N'Golo Kante as well. Obviously, like you mentioned. He's the best defensive midfielder. He's got the most tackles and interceptions at the moment per game. I think he's on like 3 or 4 maybe per game. I think they're close. There's only one other player getting close to him at the moment.
That's Fabinho.
No, it's not.
I'll put N'Golo Kante and Fabinho on par, regardless of stats. I think they've got very similar abilities.
Oh, Kante's better. Kante's
You would say that.
Kante's better. I suppose this is almost a formality. Sadio Mane, his pace, skill, ability on the ball.
What's that on
Left wing.
On the left wing, yeah, on the left wing.
Yeah, it's just his pace. He can.
Yeah, he just destroys most defenders in the league. His ability to whip that ball in as well. He's always able to find Firmino, Jota, Salah, whoever it is in that centre. He's always
He can
able
pick
to
a
find
pass. He can run past you. He's got good strength, stamina. Not many defenders can tackle him.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously next to him in the pocket, centre attacking mid. Obviously, there's no better in the game at the moment. KDB, Kevin De Bruyne. There's no better. There just isn't.
Grealish is good, but he's not quite there yet.
Yeah, I mean,
He's improved himself a lot, but
it was a very hard decision not to include Grealish in this, but it was the current best XI in the Premier League, which I took as in this season, which KDB is a better player than Grealish at the moment.
yeah, he is. Yeah, but I know De Bruyne is a better player, but after watching Grealish, I just can't not include him in my squad. I could have put him somewhere else.
He's in my subs. He is in my subs.
I've got De Bruyne in my subs, so we basically just done it the other way.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, and next to him, I have gone for Chelsea's Hakim Ziyech because
he's brilliant.
Yeah,
What a player.
obviously we've only seen a little bit of him for in the last few games because obviously he was out injured from the Brighton friendly, picked up a calf injury or something like that. But since he came back, obviously in the Premier League, created 6 chances. There's only been one other player that on his debut has done that. Yeah, what a fantastic player.
His left foot is just amazing. The way he gets the whip on that cross.
It's a wand, mate. Absolute wand.
The ball goes exactly where he wants it.
Yeah, and it complements the person I've got in my attack, which is Timo Werner. His pace and it's just sheer pace of getting in between the lines, getting in behind defenders. He's always going to be able to pick up on the balls that KDB and Ziyech and Mane all put through.
Exactly. I mean, have that chemistry as well.
Exactly.
Two Chelsea players.
It's not even the two Chelsea players. I just do believe that whole squad would gel, just the way it would form in an actual game. That's the way I've tried to base it. That would be almost a 100-point season team. Easy, I'd say. Easy.
Yeah. If they all turn up.
Yeah, if they all turn up. Just to finish off my XI in management, I've put Jose Mourinho. He's a very good manager, but he's just really sulky. I know most Chelsea fans will call me out on that, and to be fair, I don't blame him. He is the Judas, and I'm not taking that away from him. But we cannot deny what he's achieved in the game.
Yeah.
It's undeniable. That treble with Inter Milan, when he won it with Porto, he won the Champions League with Porto. Who does that?
To be fair, you would have. You say the Chelsea fans are going to hate you for it, but that year that he got fired from Chelsea last, he would have done amazing if you.
We were 14th.
Look at him
No,
now,
but that's because the players turned against it.
Yeah, well, maybe it was time. He only has 3 years normally. Anyway, look at him. Everywhere he's been there like 3 years.
After Fabregas did that, it's like I had zero respect for him, and I used to be obsessed with him. You know this.
Yeah, he used to be idol, didn't he? Steve Gerrard's always been my idol.
Yeah, Frankie Lampard, like good old fat Frank.
Slippy G.
Yeah, Slippy G. Knew that was coming.
But yeah, that closes up my 11. So we should move on to yours, Chris. I mean, let's see what capitalism you've come up with.
This is going to be interesting.
Right. I want to look at you as I say this first one because
What is it? What's your first one? Keeper.
my keeper.
Yeah.
Because I didn't choose this one to annoy you, but I get the feeling that you're both going to be extremely pissed off that I chose him. But I've gone for Fabianski.
That wasn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I don't know, but I wasn't expecting Fabianski.
I just wouldn't start him over the players the other
I mean,
players in the Premier League personally.
But
The thing is though,
he's had his good time.
don't get me wrong, he's doing well for West Ham. He's doing very well.
He's really taken off. Like, if you looked at him back in Arsenal, then you'd be like, okay, he's a mid-tier, like, he's never really going to
Flappy hands
do well.
Obviously the name came from somewhere.
But ever since he's joined West Ham, it's just, he's a completely different player. That's why I've put him, because he's not quite, like, for my team, I haven't put the best players, really. I've put the ones that have, I guess, impressed. Right, so my left back, I have to agree with you, Robbie. It's got to be Robertson.
Yeah.
And I understand why you didn't put him, because you didn't want to waste one of your 4 players.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I needed the players I needed. But yeah.
And for my left centre back, it's got to be Tierney. He's done well for Scotland, and he's done well for.
He's doing well.
Arsenal.
He's doing very, very well for Arsenal, but that is also a part of a back 3.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see him a part of a back 4, but yeah, I mean, I'm not disputing the choice.
He is a good defender.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room to grow, but at the same time, he's got that time to grow.
Yeah, let's hope he's given the chance, because Arsenal's the fan base is obviously quite cutthroat.
Quite hostile.
Arteta.
Just have to look at Wenger. For my right centre back, he's a bit out of position, but I've put Chilwell.
Chilwell.
Yeah.
Centre back.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's because I had the 2 left backs already.
Alright.
He's sort of been drifted across.
So you've now got 3 left backs.
I've got 3 left
telling me
backs.
Virgil van Dijk hasn't got a place in your team?
No, he does not.
That's staggering. That is absolutely staggering.
It's quite impressive.
You put on yours, haven't you?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk's in there. Yeah.
Christ, is he on subs?
No.
Oh my god.
I just don't.
I thought I was bound for putting Grealish instead of Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Christ almighty. But you can't deny Chilwell would. He would turn it up, wouldn't he? He would do his best in that position.
Yeah, he would probably start for any team at left back. So not as a right centre back. I no. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, you're gonna his next choice, Maitland-Niles at right back. I think he's in the same position as Tierney though.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
It would be good to have
Really?
two players from the same club, and when they work together for a while, it makes a big difference. Where they connect, where they pass the ball, pass and triangles, work the way forward.
He's got the pace with it. He's got fucking. He's overall strong. I think he may be young, but
That's a good thing.
He's
exactly.
alright. He's alright, but I can't see him turning into a great player.
Like I said, the likes of Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold, personally, I still wouldn't put him in right back, but they'll agree to disagree, all that.
Each to their own, as they
Whatever tickles your peach.
Left mid. I think I've gone for a pretty standard choice here, Rashford.
Yeah,
Can't deny that.
Yeah,
Same as mine.
he's quite easily one of the top players in the Prem.
easily. As much as it pains me to admit it, but yeah.
I hate.
I like Rashford in the video.
Yeah,
He's,
don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic human being, but he obviously plays for Man United, so...
Yeah, I hate giving props to United, but sometimes they got to.
Oh, it's got to be done, hasn't it?
And centre mid, I've been holding off agreeing with you the whole night. It's Grealish. He's got to be there. Like after the last couple of weeks, at least. Like
especially if Villa's start to the season. I mean, look at the result against Liverpool, 7-2.
Yeah,
humiliation.
We weren't playing a weaker squad.
was it 3-0? 3-0 to Arsenal?
3-0 against Arsenal. Yeah, they beat you as well. 3-0.
They've just been humiliating the top clubs. Well, not top clubs.
Top clubs and Arsenal.
Yeah.
You see Grealish in this England side, the way he's gelling. Well, obviously he's played a couple of games, hasn't he? Now,
It's one competitive.
That Belgian game was his highlight of so far. Imagine if you did make a move to a big club and play with them big players. What asset? It would be a brilliant asset to that team.
The thing is, though, is he going to want to? Because he's stated he's a Villa fan, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Pure Villa through and through.
The one thing I'll say to that is, he says through and through, but he took until after the transfer window closed to sign a new deal.
Yeah, but then sometimes that's got to be done for the money, innit?
Yeah, he basically waited until they got stayed up and then signed a contract. And a 5-year one as well. So he's not...
He might not be moving anywhere anytime soon, but we shall see with that one, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll see.
Right mid. I'm looking at it now, I'm not 100% sure, but I've gone for my third Arsenal player, Pepe.
Oh yeah, I think Pepe's got loads of potential. I really do.
100%.
He's quick, he can pass pretty much anyone that gives him an option to pass to, 1-2s, everything like that. Great player.
I've gone for a lot of pace in this.
Yeah, that's big
I like
football, that's
pace.
what you need.
Yeah.
Pace.
Yeah,
Obviously, you
definitely.
need to deliver with the pace, not just pace. But
But yeah,
You need finishers,
Thing
which is
is-
why I've got
yeah, the
some of
thing
the
is-
people on it.
yeah.
the thing is with Pepe though is he's very much an inside right forward. He's very much a right winger. Well, not even a winger. He's not even a winger really. He's not a winger by trade. He's a right inside forward. He plays in that the inside pocket in between behind the forward and in between the cam as well. That's where he
cuts in on that left foot, and
that's
he's
where
got a
he
good left
enjoys
foot.
the most success. So playing him on the right of the midfield three of a 4-3-3 system, I can't see it happening.
I only went for 4-3-3 because that's what you told me to do, and then you both gone and changed it.
I mean, I went for a 4-2-3-1, but I think that complemented my system much more. I feel it did it.
Yeah. Left wing, I think both of you have had him in. Mane.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
He's
Yeah.
Arguably the best player in the Premier League at the moment.
yeah. I don't think it's even arguably. I think he is.
Yeah, thinking about my team, I probably would have put Mane on the wing.
He is. He's left wing.
Yeah, he's a left winger. So
He's left wing in my team.
yeah.
For these last two, I kind of wish I'd switched the positions. So, from a striker, I've got Martial. I kind of wish I'd put him on the right wing, and the next player at strike, but Aubameyang.
I mean,
Can't deny Aubameyang's a great player.
are we are we judging? Have you judged your XI of current form or just what you believe to be best?
A mix.
Because if you base it on current form, Aubameyang
is
about as useful as a chocolate teapot right now. So.
But then that's because he's not being fed anything.
Well,
there's nothing going on around him.
You say that, then why is Arteta putting him on the left wing? He's a striker. He's not a left winger. You've got Bukayo Saka. Put him at left wing.
Again, I hate Arteta. I think he's making all these mistakes.
Saka's a brilliant player.
Saka is great. I was considering putting him on here, but manager, I agree with you, Robbie. Mourinho, because everywhere he goes, he just brings out a special little something, doesn't he?
He is a special one in very.
I think he has quite a dry career.
Drops off. What?
Well,
he had quite a dry career at United.
But then that's United.
He actually views that second place finish with United and winning Europa League as one of the best triumphs of his career, finishing behind City, arguably being the best team in the world at that time. And the United squad being very much disassembled mess after Van Gaal. That was a very successful run for him, I believe. He missed out, but to be fair, what did he miss out on?
I mean, after he left, they've just dropped back down to where they were before.
Exactly. Mourinho was the last person.
So clearly he must have been doing something, right?
Mourinho was the last person to have United consistently challenge him for that top three.
The only person since Ferguson to have United in a good position.
Yeah, essentially. So obviously guys, before the end of the video, we just wanted to ask you one final question. Obviously you've heard us debating pretty much all this video.
Certainly an interesting one.
Let's get it!
I hope people actually use their noggin here and vote for the right person, Robbie.
Obviously you've heard us debating it all video, so Reece James, Trent Arnold, who is the better player? Who would you put at right back in your team?
What about Tim Niles?
Maitland-Niles is getting nowhere near it.
Actually saying that, Chris, who would you start out of the two? Because you haven't started them in your squad at all, so which one would you pick if you had to choose between Reece James and Trent?
I'd say Reece. Just because of what he's done for England recently.
So that's one for the
But he hasn't realistically... He's a good asset, but he hasn't done anything set in stone.
No, but at the same time he's also like... He's been nice to have back there in the back line.
Yeah.
So that's one for the Blues already. Let's see what you guys think. I believe that is a wrap now. So we shall see you probably next week, guys.
Don't be shy. We're going to be doing other videos as well. Obviously with the pandemic and being locked down, we haven't really got much else to do.
We live together, so
why not? Basically, yeah. So see you in a bit, guys. Have a nice evening and goodbye.
Max Sport.